Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're going to be going over Sidus Heroes again, and this time we're going to be going over the Sidus token burn update. The voting is live. It is going to end on the 21st of November of 2023, and we're going to go over where exactly the burn tokens are coming from within the allocation for the Sidus token, the difference between the Sidus token and the Senate token. If you're not familiar, it is a two-token ecosystem. So we'll go over some of those changes and differences in here, what I think it's going to mean for Sidus Heroes as a whole. If you guys are a fan of crypto gaming and the channels or the videos you're seeing on the channel, consider subscribing and liking the videos. Your support means a lot. So we'll get right into it. So Sidus Heroes, if you're not familiar with what it is a kind of a Web3 gaming metaverse. They have a few projects within their ecosystem. But we've covered it a lot. Obviously, there is a video more in depth on Sidus Heroes on the channel. You can find it if you'd like, if it's a project you're interested on. But again, they do have their two tokens, Sidus and Senate. So if we look here, Sidus is the more of the in-game currency token, Sidus, and then Senate is their governance token. So obviously, we can see a market cap difference between Sidus and Senate. They did just burn a third of the supply of their governance token, Senate, and now they have actually put out the DAO voting. So if you're a Senate token holder within the ecosystem, you can actually get into this vote and place it, so you can kind of have a say. Again, using that Senate governance token for a good purpose. Actually, one of the few ecosystems I see actually using their governance token as a governance token for votes like this. So the proposed vote is to burn about 23% of the total Sidus supply, not Senate, Sidus. Again, the Senate burn did pass. So we can get in here, we can kind of look at where the vote is sitting, since it is going to end in a couple days over the weekend. We can see that, no shocker here, the current results is almost damn near 100% of Senate holders are voting to burn it. Yeah, that's not surprising at all in the slightest, I think. I think we all could have maybe seen that have coming. So they are looking at, again, burning 23% of the Sidus tokens from the incentive pools. So the proposal, again, they're going to burn about, what is this, about 6.8 billion tokens from the incentive pools, reducing the total supply by 23.13%. In doing so, they aim to decrease the total supply of almost 30 billion Sidus tokens, as the primary in-game currency, Sidus, holds significant value within our metaverse. So what I do like here above anything is that these two token burns, it shows that they do care about their ecosystem and kind of helping their tokens become less inflationary and a little bit more deflationary. So overall, at the core root of it is that it's a project that cares about their ecosystem, and that's everything. In a project is obviously it comes down to the team, if they care about it, if they're working, if they listen to their community. And Sidus Heroes is kind of checking all those boxes as of late. And I'm a big fan of the whole ecosystem as a whole, but I digress. So through burning, we aim to make actual capitalization healthy and balanced, which is a crucial element of the company's financial stability. By making the asset more scarce and valuable, we anticipate it aligning with the future developments of the Sidus ecosystem. Burning is in line with the new realities and competitiveness of the Web3 gaming sphere. It is. I mean, they hit it right on the head. So we can see here again, they're going to burn the Sidus tokens from the incentive pools. So you do have the DAO voting. I believe that was earlier this year, and then voting 3. I think the second one was maybe the Senate burn. So again, we can see here where it looks like it might be coming from. I want to say where the Sidus is coming from, right here. And then again, burning about almost a quarter of the supply, which is pretty insane when you really think about it. And then again, burning existing funds and creating new ones. You can pause the videos at any one of these. But if we look at the tokenomics, again, it seems like it's coming from the ecosystem incentives, which we kind of figured on the last video when they first announced the vote. That was my guess of where it was coming from. Obviously, we can see the token distribution for the Sidus token. I mean, the ecosystem incentives, that's where they burned the Senate tokens from, and they did that burn. The third of it was from the ecosystem incentives, reducing rewards or eliminating rewards in Senate. So now, if they're burning the 23% from ecosystem incentives, if I gather it correctly, that means half of it will be gone. Now, keep a look at that. The ecosystem incentives, again, this is just everything that the Sidus token you can do within the ecosystem. Now, if we see the vesting schedule, that's what I want to look at. So we can reduce it. Obviously, all the tokens should be in supply until they update it, well, even then, it should be all supply about 2030. But if we bring it to, let's see, maybe, I just want to blow it up a little bit. So we can see where we're at. We're at November of 23. So if you look at right there, the only ones that we have left to be coming out is ecosystem incentives, team, partners and advisors, and reserve fund. Although, if we go to January, partners and reserve fund is all out. So we only have the team in the ecosystem uh, incentives as far as vesting goes. And if we look, I believe the team comes out every 6 months. They release about 15% every 6 months in Sidus versus the ecosystem incentive is, what is that? Almost like a percentage, roughly a percentage, 1% every month, I want to say, which isn't a lot. But if we're cutting that incentive at half, I would think that it's half a percent, about 0.5% getting vested every month in the Sidus token. So really making it, if I'm understanding it correctly, which I believe I am, but let me know in the comments below if you can correct me, which would make it a lot, really make the market cap dilution once we hit January, obviously. And again, the partners and advisors and reserve fund with that 10% hanging out there is not a whole lot, really. I mean, if we look here where they're at, the reserve fund got 9% of the 30 billion. So really not that much, a couple million tokens if we're looking at that right. Not a whole lot. Well, wait, no, it's more like 30 million or 29 million, but again, most of it is out, so maybe really only a couple million to come out from now until beginning of 2024. Not a lot, really, in my opinion. And then if we go to the, I think it was a partners, uh, let's see, partners and advisors, even less. So, I mean, really. And the team only got 6.5%, and they're coming out, again, they're 15% of the 6.5% is every 6 months. Not that much as far as inflation goes for the Sidus token. If we look here on the current market cap, right now it's, at the time of this recording, it's roughly sitting at about a $30 million market cap, according to CoinMarketCap. But again, you can check it on multiple different sites, get more of an average market cap, since none of these, in my opinion, none of these sites are right on the dot. But again, compare it to a few others. But right here, we can see that the total supply, they still have 30 billion, roughly 30 billion on here. But obviously, we know that a quarter of the supply, almost a quarter, is going to get burnt because I don't think this vote's turning around to decline, no way, in a couple of days. So it'll see that fully diluted get cut down even more. So it'll only be, the fully dilution will only be about 3 times the current market cap, which that's pretty good. I mean, you want obviously the gap between the circulating fully diluted to be as small as possible, in my opinion. And again, so we have the burn going from a quarter, 23% to be exact, of the Sidus token. Then we have the majority of the tokens already being in circulation come January of 24. And then from there, it's every 6 months from the team, about 15% every 6 months from the team will get unlocked and vested out. And then, again, if I'm understanding it correctly, every month after the burn, every month will only be, it looks like, about roughly 0.5% of the ecosystem supplies, about 0.5% of the, it's 15 billion right now. If they're going to burn half of that, it would be 0.5% of like 7.5 billion, roughly. These are all rough numbers, extremely rough numbers. None of it is precise. I'm just giving you an idea of where it looks like where the burn's coming from. Since I got a question on that last video. And now, what do I think it's going to do for the Sidus token price? I think it's going to be a positive thing. I don't think burns are usually negative, especially when they're burning this much of a token supply. It's pretty crazy. I think we're going to see a positive action. I mean, obviously, just the fact that they're doing this and casting votes and actually following through with it, everyone likes that. It's definitely positive for the ecosystem investors. So I think Sidus Heroes is going to do positive as far as price action goes with this burn. And again, once all the websites like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, etc., update their dilution or circulating to fully diluted market cap, new investors will see that, and it will maybe not scare off as many, because some people don't like there being that much of a difference, even though really in crypto gaming, as we know, it's not a big difference compared to some projects. But hey, to each their own. But either way, that's what my opinion is on the effects of the burn. Obviously, when the vote can comes to an end on November 21st. We'll cover it, and I'll give you guys, again, my updated opinion, and we'll see what the price happens over the next couple weeks. We'll see. I think the ecosystem as a whole is still solid. Another bonus thing I kind of wanted to bring up here, that Sidus Heroes, they did join Neo Tokyo, it looks like. I mean, as of late, a lot of projects are joining Neo Tokyo, which is Alex Becker's and Elio Trade's ecosystem there, or NFT space. So obviously it's more than that, but either way, I thought it was worth noting. I mean, so many projects are getting in, like Vulcan Forge, Altera. I think they've already been in there. I think Wagme Games, Galileo Project, Treeverse, Nakamoto Games, Cornucopia, Seedify. So now Sidus Heroes is in there, and I think that's obviously another positive thing coming from the ecosystem of Sidus Heroes. But either way, that was kind of my opinion on, again, what you can expect in token dilution after the burn, as far as like a, as far as monthly unlocks go for the Sidus token, roughly, and what I think the price is going to do afterwards, and where the vote's looking at currently right now. I think it's safe to say it's going to pass. Obviously, that's what everyone wants. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of the Sidus burn, token burn? Which way did you vote? I have an idea of the majority, obviously, but let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Do you guys like Sidus Heroes? What do you like about it? What's your favorite thing? What's your opinion on it as far as long term on the token? And which one are you really preferring between Sidus and Senate? You guys should know my answer by now. But either way, if you guys can let me know in the comments below. And if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. See you guys.